focus on Indian renewable energy lender, that's IREDA. They have been granted Navratna status by the Government of India. Well, the company also saw the asset quality improve and the assets under management rise over 25% on a year-on-year basis. We have with us Mr. Pradip Kumar, who is the chairman and the managing director of the company, who joins us. Hi, Mr. Das. Good morning, and it's always a pleasure to have you on our show. Well, let's get a couple of those basic numbers first out of the way. What kind of AUM growth could you guide us for? And also, what kind of margins can you work with for FY25?
Very good morning. And if you remember most of my interviews in the past, I have already spoken that we never focus on the numbers. And if you see our track record, almost 30% CAGR, 30-35% CAGR we have given. And 27% of loan book addition. Knowing if you see the India's additional capacity addition, what has happened year to year, it was not in that same pace what it was previously. In a sense, there is slightly percentage lower growth in last year. But however, if you look at our book additions, not only our book addition, any book in that matter, if you see in renewable space, such kind of CAGR growth nobody has exhibited. And this we have been talking from the beginning. Okay. And now we have reached Navratna. Our ultimate target would be for Maharatna. Because earlier we were Schedule B, from Schedule B to become Schedule A, then Maharatna to Navratna. So now the only target probably would have left in the Government of India space, that is Maharatna. Anyway, we have focused always on our fundamentals and best quality corporate governance. I just to that. I have been talking earlier also that our main focus would be timely reporting. And if you see this year, we are the first banking and non-banking corporate in India.
You know, Mr. Das, that's absolutely splendid, that you're the first ones to report. And as you said, you'll have grown by 30-35% in the past. So for this year as well, FY25, a 30% growth is what we should work with. And give us some color on NIMS. 2.85%, I think it was, of last quarter. So what should it look like? Two key numbers, sir. As you said, fundamentals will drive the stock. So give us those two key numbers.
See, you are talking about 30%. I'll tell why not 50%? Why not 60%? So, see, basic is that we'll try to fully leverage our net worth. To remain healthy CRAR, we have to have maximum 7 times of rotating. And we have to see our CRAR at a very healthy level. So that is one concern. Apart from that, the kind of track record what we have, the kind of fundamental strength with respect to quality, best quality project appraisals mechanism in place, and post appraisal and disbursement, best quality review monitoring in place, which has enabled continuous reduction, not only simply by enhancing the loan book, the percentage reduction, but also in absolute terms, we have also recovered our past dues. So that has strengthened, and we'll keep continuing that. And like any other corporate, our aim is always to have maximum growth, but at the same time, best quality corporate governance.
All right. We understand that, best quality corporate governance matched with maximum growth that you can. In the past, you've grown at 30%, which is why my colleague asked whether this 30% is sustainable or not. So we will take that as it comes. Last quarter, you did about 27%, which you said was because the industry had slowed down. I just wanted a thought on your, mix going forward. The last time you joined us, you said 30% comes in from wind, and then you have solar, you have other hydropower, etc. as well, at around 12 to 15%. So what sector are you seeing growth in, and what will each of these sectors grow at? What will your mix look like?
If you see, the percentage of growth is almost similar in the composition. There is not much change, hardly 1 or 2% here and there. But in the emerging space, particularly bioenergy, ethanol and all, and also manufacturing of PV cells, modules and all, our percentage has gone up slightly more. And in the time to come, we envisage further growth in this emerging sector, particularly e-mobility, manufacturing, and again, the green hydrogen and its derivatives, the related area, which is also emerging. And see, our strength was in making the sector bankable. If you look at ethanol, 1.5 years back we started lending, and it was initially in the entire sector, be it banking or non-banking space, everybody was going slow. Once we started giving a push, then other banks and they have also started giving it, and the sector is getting momentum now.
All
And
right. So this emerging that you spoke about, how much is that as a percentage of your book right now, and how much do you envisage it to be going forward?
So almost around 20% to 20 to 25% is there.
Okay. And you expect how much will this become going forward?
And our target would be always to keep a mix of 55-45 or 50-50 maximum, because we need to ensure a healthy asset quality also. Because in the emerging, you have the risk matrix is more. So as a result, you have to load risk premium. The moment you load risk premium, many of the project may not become bankable. So we have to see the balance approach. And almost 65 to 70% of our assets are risk-free assets. That means plain vanilla area assets.
Okay.
A fair amount of de-risking has already been done in the sector. And we need to keep a balance in that. And see, we are continuously reducing our net NPA as well as gross NPA. And in fact, my team's dream, the time should come that sometime we should reach to a net NPA of 0.
Okay. That'll be interesting then. Mr. Das, we're running a little short on time, and you've given us the direction, the direction that you see the company moving in, which is quite encouraging. But leave us with a few numbers then. Your NIMs, I asked you earlier about that. It's been hovering around 3%. So what is the outlook? And you're saying your asset quality ultimately will improve, that the net NPAs will come down to 0. But in the near term, what does it stabilize at? So NIMs, gross NPAs, net NPAs. Let's wind this down with these three numbers.
See, last 4 years back, our net NPA was 7.18. And if we could reach to 0.99, what figure I should predict? It is just question of time. So when we have reached 0.99, that too, taking the risk of emerging sector, 20-25% if we are going for emerging sector, where risk is too much. Despite that, we have contained the net NPA at 0.99. So after reaching 0.99, when I am saying our dream, our team's dreams that would have a net NPA 0, that speaks everything. And let us not talk about any specific number. Let's see if our last 4 years track record, I think nobody has envisaged this kind of number also. Even during IPO, when during the roadshow, when we spoke about it, probably people could not connect with that well. And that's the reason how the share market price in the market went up. And I'm sure what kind of trust and confidence we have exhibited, if we can sustain that, these numbers, what you are expecting me, that will be always healthy.
Incredible. So, just for our viewers' sake, if you could explain to us what does the difference between Mini Ratna, Navratna and Maharatna is fundamentally when it comes to your business? How does it change things for you?
The only one word is that is autonomy. Now we'll have autonomy in a sense. Our board will be fully empowered to have subsidiaries, joint ventures, overseas branches, for which otherwise we have to take the consent and concurrence of our administrative ministry. Of course, in the past, our ministry as well as Nitya has been too kind, also Deepam, to give us the consent, and as a result, we have taken the initiative for opening of office in GIFT City. But having Navratna status means a lot of autonomy. Also, like manpower restructuring up to certain level, our board is empowered to decide what number of manpower and how the division should be, and setting up branches, be it domestic and overseas, all these. Basically, it is autonomy, and we are living in a corporate governance era. When, despite being a public sector, and that too just getting recently listed, and we have exhibited the best quality corporate governance and fastest reporting standards in the banking space, that speaks our competence and capability.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot, Mr. Das. You've given us some color on the results. We wish you well, and hopefully during the course of the year, we get you yet again. And at that time, we eke out some more numbers. For the time being, congratulations on the past year and wish you well for this year. Well, still been a short break. Come back, continue your focus on markets and stock-specific action.